Hello there, and welcome to Gadget Mad Lad, or welcome back to Gadget Mad Lad, whatever floats your boat. In this video, it's going to be a two-parter, and basically what we're doing is making the poor man's switch, which is going to entail using an Amazon Fire Tab 3 or 5 or 7, I'm not too sure which model it is. Got it knocking out somewhere, I'll show you soon. Basically, we're going to take an Xbox 360 wired controller. We're going to break that down and we're going to attach it to the sides of it, and we're going to extend the sides of it, and we're going to make it into a switch. It's not going to be a switch obviously, because it's not going to play on the TV or anything, but it's going to be a handheld game console, and let's see how good we can get it. Let's cut to it then. So this is welcome to the poor man's switch. Cue the crappy overhead words and stuff. Enjoy. So now, thanks to a little bit of Sharpie, we've now got a very looking good back. Right, so basically now, the objective is, because we know how this fits in, which it fits in very well as well, by the way, looking good, pinned what to line up right now, but I'll just give you a rough example of what I'm talking about. So say it's roughly lined up like that. My objective now is to get the controls to fit into these bits here. So then I can wire them controls to, one second, this, which I'll be stripping down very, very soon. And then we can integrate it, test it, and once it's tested, that's when it can be all closed up. So we're very close to seeing some more progress. But I mean, just from that alone, that looks fantastic, I think. It looked really bad with the, the teeth that I cut into it, kind of thing, to get it to fit. But now it's been coated with a bit of Sharpie to tidy it up. It looks up. No, it's not good. You're not going to be seeing any of this. This will all be probably covered up anyway by the time it's all done. But it's going to look good, I reckon. So that's what we'll do now. We'll get to the next bit, and that's essentially putting the controls into place on this. So then we can test it with this and move to the next step from there. This is going to involve us using the OTG cable and the spare bits of various controllers and stuff that I've chopped up to, make fit in place or whatever. So we've got the buttons and D-pad for DS Lite, which I'll be using pink for now, but that will be getting changed, probably to black or red. We've got the power supply, which will be talked about. I'll actually have a bit of a clip for that. We've got these are the L2 and R2s off an Xbox. It's like a wireless control, but it'll work the same way. We've got the left and right analog sticks for an Xbox as well. We've got the D-pad and ABXY for a DS Lite. I want some analog sticks as well. I want L2s and R2s. That's what I've got to get. So we'll go from here and then we'll see where it goes. Obviously, I've never done this before, so I'm just winging it as we go. But I've seen these Chinese handhelds and I figured this could look better, if not potentially be better. So let's see where we go with it, innit? And this is roughly what I was kind of thinking. So we've got a left analog stick, a right analog stick, ABXY, up, down, left, right, and the D-pad here. We've got L2 and R2. I need to figure out how to get the L1 and R1 in there at the moment, but obviously work in progress. I also need, I'm going to use these but spray them, you know, for the D-pad and the buttons. I need to get every button covered on the actual controller, so I need start, select, Xbox button, the left and right clicky things. So ready to start attempting some stuff. So the plan now is to remove the analog sticks and L1 and R1, and by doing so the controller is going to be pretty much flat at that point. I know I usually do me talking from the overhead bit, but it was easier to do at this point, so I'm going to cut to that and we'll just speed through it, so enjoy. Also, I forgot, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some flux to the joints of this as a, and I'm also going to add a little bit of leaded solder to loosen, you know, the solder itself when I suck it off, so it won't essentially, you know, tear out the pads, because I need these to be clean. We need this to be tidy with this bit now. So, like I said, onto the speedy bit though now. So enjoy. So now we've got the controller as flat as we're going to be able to get it. I mean, don't be wrong, if I'd thought about this before Type-C'd it, then maybe I could have got it flatter. And this crystal could potentially be moved, so you could thin it down even more than this, really. That'd be a major league problem at that point, but it's still really thin. I can get this to work, I reckon. So the next step is to get this wired to the other bits I've got, and we'll see if we can get a controller working and go from there. Right, so before we end part 1, I'll quickly show you what I've got up to. So everything's been up to yet. Right, so one of the minor changes that I'm doing to this one is, as of yet, I'm not going to add a D-pad. I'm removing the D-pad. I'm just going to have 2 analog sticks and the ABXY and L2 and R2 and all the other buttons that we need. So this is the one I'll show you first. This is the ABXY from the DS Lite board that I chopped up. All the little enamel wires are all wired to the relevant bits and posted through to, you know, so it's not getting in the way of anything. So there's that. Maybe that's to the side 1 second. It's very delicate. That wires keep snapping on me, snaps me so many times. Right, I've got L2 and R2 analog triggers wired up. These are all ready to be wired into the actual external control, which is here, ready to have everything added to it. And so I've got L2 and R2, as you can see, wired in already. Not wired in, but ready to be wired in, should I say. We've got L1 and R1. I took them off the actual Xbox controller itself. Why I keep catching everything here, so I'm trying to show you everything. Stop catching you. So we've got L1, so when that can be either or on this way, little clicky button, focus. And we've got another one here. So we've got 2 of them, that's for L1 and R1. We've also got the analog sticks all wired in. Wired in from underneath. I've tied it up with some heat shrink as well to make it look a bit less messy. And on the bottom we've got our nice solid joints there. You know that when you click it in, the actual button itself only needs 2 of the contacts holding, hence why there's only 2 contacts for that. And I've got this side done as well. Right, so I'll move this off to the side, and I'll explain the back, what I've done with it. So I've cut some holes in it to give it some, you know, for the wires to feed through to, because the plan for this is to go on the back like so. If you look, the crystal oscillator, we call it, I just put a little hole in that as well so we get it more flush with the back. It's actually going to be upside down, I think, when I do it, like that maybe. That's what we're going for. So if you're hopefully looking forward to seeing how it ends, I'm going to follow it through. And just in case I have broke the controller, you know, the Xbox 360 controller in the process, I've got a backup, but this entails changing it again to re-adding the D-pad and losing both analog sticks, because this is my backup plan. This is a PlayStation Classic controller. This actually operates really well with the actual Amazon Fire tablet thing, so this is my backup plan. Or if I don't need this for this plan, maybe we'll do another one. Well, I'll just use this one, but the D-pad equivalent. Right, I hope you've enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon with another part 2. Bye.